India's biggest nuclear-capable missile flex. India has tested K-4 submarine-launched ballistic missile, and that's the NDTV news break, which has confirmed K-4 tested on Tuesday with a range of 3,500 kilometers. It was launched from INS Arighaat, and it's perhaps the launch is a massive boost to sea-based nuclear attack capability. And that's the news we're breaking to you at this point. We'll talk more on the significance and how it's historic. My colleague Shiv Arur is now joining me live. Shiv, talk to us more about how India's biggest nuclear-capable missile flex there after India tested K-4 submarine launched ballistic missile.
Well, this launch happened on Tuesday, sometime around midday, and it doesn't come a moment too soon, Rahesha. This was a test that had been planned for many weeks now, but it has finally happened. There was no official announcement, but NDTV had reported it first, and now it's been confirmed. Several reports have emerged confirming that this test has indeed happened. Like you said, this is the K-4. It is a submarine-launched ballistic missile with a range of an incredible 3,500 kilometers, capable of delivering a 2.5-ton nuclear warhead, making it one of the most powerful and far-reaching strategic weapons in the Indian arsenal. This missile was tested from the INS Arighaat, which is India's newest ballistic missile submarine that's in the Bay of Bengal at this point of time. It's an indigenously built submarine as well, and this missile has been tested. The results of the test are obviously not known just now, but all tests produce a huge amount of information and data for scientists to continuously develop and extend the reach and accuracy of such missiles. This test, we are told, was completely successful. There will be more tests before it is officially inducted into the Strategic Forces Command, which is India's nuclear weapons command. So this, in many ways, becomes your most powerful weapon in case of a nuclear response, Rahesha. You already have your air-launched nuclear weapons with the Mirages and the Rafales. You've got the land-launched nuclear weapons in the form of the Agni missiles, and now you've got the K series of weapons. The K-15 is already in service, but that only has a range of about 800 kilometers odd. This one is 3,500 kilometers. That's an enormous range, almost an intercontinental sort of range, which puts many of India's adversaries, I don't want to name them, well within range of a possible nuclear response. So this is a hugely important test that India has conducted, and the world is definitely watching.
And of course, talk to us more about how this, of course, brings a massive boost to a nuclear-based attack there for India after K-4 was tested on Tuesday.
Well, the K in K4, not many people know, Rahesha, stands for Kalam, APJ Abdul Kalam. Former president of India who led the DRDO, a man who played a very important role in India's guided missile program. So the K is for Kalam and is a sort of homage to his incredible contribution to that particular weapons program, which has proven to be incredibly successful. In fact, Vishnu and I both on our podcast yesterday did have a little chat about this particular test long before it was actually reported. Take a look at this. A submarine-launched ballistic missile was tested by India at some point yesterday. We have to say, of course, that there is no official word, not a whisper about it. I have got it from my sources. People have looked at my tweet and done some independent corroborations through their people, and I've seen a few news reports emerging on some portals about it. But yeah, there's absolutely nothing in the system about it. No, but I don't know what that means.
No, but so that's the key point. The 2 points over here. Firstly, was there a likelihood of a submarine-launched ballistic missile test? Yes, because the NOTAM was announced. Yeah. And as we've seen in the past, the range of the NOTAM was increased. This is close to 3,500 kilometers. The start of the NOTAM, notice to airmen and sailors, was just outside Vizag. So technically, that's what a submarine-launched ballistic missile test would do.
Yeah.
Couple of questions. Number one, would it actually be off a submarine or would it be from an underwater pontoon? Assuming it's a larger K-4 missile, we don't know. I would assume that they'd want to test the missile from the submarine itself. Yeah. If they haven't gotten there, then in a sense, the program isn't as mature as we'd like.
I'm hearing it was from a submarine.
Well, that's brilliant. And because that's exactly what your naval nuclear deterrent is all about. My only other point, Shiv, is we don't know if it was a successful test or not. As we've discussed in a previous episode, submarine launched ballistic missile tests are extremely difficult.
Yeah.
You can meet some requirements, not other requirements, meet some standards and not. If it's not 100% test, then we've got a ways to go.
But
that's not a negative comment. It's a fact. I mean, the Russians, the Americans, the
But
French,
we don't
all
have a
had
precedent for any submarine launched ballistic missile tests being, I think, apart from the K-15.
No, we
None
had
of the
another
K-4
test
tests have been
approximately
announced.
a year back. There were news reports about it. In fact, at the Navy Day press conference, I did ask the Navy chief a question on record. And what seems to have emerged is that there was a test, but while certain parameters of the test, as I understand it, were successful, it's unclear whether it was entirely successful. Now, there is a cloak and 2 cloaks or 3 cloaks of deception involved in all information flows when it comes to this. So even if it were 100% successful, there's every reason they would keep that quiet as well. So one shouldn't assume that they're keeping quiet because it's not worked. They could quite possibly, even more likely, be keeping quiet because it worked perfectly well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So what we do know is that a test did happen. At least I know it happened.
Yeah.
We don't have any other corroboration on that. I've stuck my neck out and put it on social media.